I think a lot of it was in his head. He seemed to be thinking too much when he grabbed when he had the ball in his hands. He wouldn't hit the hole. He wouldn't hit the lane when there was one available. Now, mind you, there was also many times where he had the ball and all of a sudden there was someone in the
Sure.
backfield waiting for him, and it's very difficult in that regard. So, I think the backfield as a whole had a down year, Zack Moss included. But some of it's the offensive line, some of it's that the wide receivers and tight ends didn't block very well. There are a lot of reasons that altogether formed this issue, but I'm not ready to say that the Bills need to make a big splash at running back, whether that's free agency or the draft. I think that they still have something in Moss and Singletary. I think that Antonio Williams, the undrafted free agent that ran all over the Dolphins in Week 17, has the potential to be a factor in that backfield. So I like the room that they have. They may not have superstar potential, but Buffalo's offense is going to go through the passing game, so you don't necessarily need a superstar in the backfield if you're not going to utilize
Sure.
one on a regular basis.
Do you think then that that means since you have a couple of, or three young running backs that chances are the Bills might say let's see if we can add a veteran.
I think it's a possibility. I mean, if you look at what they did at the end of the season, they signed Devonta Freeman to their practice squad just in case there was another injury, just in case there's an opportunity for
Yep.
him to play. Brendan Bean is good about that, adding some veterans into the mix. Obviously, in Singletary's first year, Frank Gore was here. TJ Yeldon, although he's still relatively young, has been in the NFL for quite a few years. He's been another veteran presence on this team.
What about Moss? What did you think about his rookie season?
Well, he had some flashes where he ran the ball really well, but then he had some injuries. He had some setbacks. He had turf toe that kept him out for a few weeks. He had a game where he was pulled for the most part after he fumbled coming out of the end zone against the 49ers, so he had some learning experiences there. I think the talent is there for him to become Buffalo's lead back. I think that's what they were starting to angle towards at the end of the season before he suffered that serious injury in the Colts game in the
Okay.
playoffs. But there's definitely room to grow as well.